All right, guys. Um, you want my thoughts on last night and the Cubs 2018 season? I can tell you, certainly upset, disappointed, frustrated, pissed off, whatever word you want me to use. It all translates. This team just this year was not built for October. Even though all the talent is there, the pieces were there, you could just see there were just major issues that needed to get fixed, needed to get resolved, that didn't get resolved. I mean, you look at the offense. Inconsistent all season. Runners, they couldn't hit with runners in scoring position. This has been a major issue. Not just this year. Last year it was a problem. But more so this year. I mean, Chili Davis, who was brought in to try to get this offense to be better, they were not better. They were worse. You saw a team that lacked plate discipline. You saw a team get pull happy. You saw a team that tried to do too many things. I mean, sure, yes, injuries were part of it. Chris Bryant, shoulder injury all year. That hurt. But also look at player personnel issues. No John Jay, no Dexter Fowler for a second straight year. Choosing not to bring back Wade Davis. Choosing to hire Chili Davis in the first place. Instead of going for a National League hitting coach, you bring in the American League guy who can't make the transition over to the National League. So, I just think they made just too many poor decisions since winning the World Series, where they didn't identify important personnel. Whether it's players, coaches, what have you. And they got to do a better job identifying player personnel, the right people. Chili Davis was not the right hitting coach. Yeah, you could say Baez had a career year. Jason Hayward showed improvement this year offensively. But where was the rest of the offense? Rizzo, had another 100 RBI season, but his power numbers were down. Contreras sucked in the second half. Almora, Russell, Happ have not shown any consistency at the major league level. Schwarber has not been the same guy since coming back from the knee injury 2 years ago. The talent is there, but some personnel decisions have kind of done this team in. Sure, you bring in Cole Hamels, great move. Jesse Chavez, great move. Daniel Murphy was so-and-so, but people forget he wasn't healthy this year coming off of off-season surgery. So, just some decisions that they made were not good ones this year. Milwaukee, give credit to them. Give credit to Colorado. They made all the right decisions. Cubs didn't. And that's something they got to go back and look at. And I guarantee you, guys will, in the front office, Theo Epstein, Jed Hoyer, I would not be surprised if by the end of the week or early next week, they start evaluating and looking at everything. And they're not going to be pleased about how things ended. Sure, that this team went from 5.5 game lead on going in, on September 1st to their season ending a month later. Sure, fatigue was a factor, but it's not an excuse. You got to fight through things like that. They just weren't able to do it this year. So we'll see. We'll see what happens in the off season, what changes are made. Everything will be looked at, evaluated, and we'll see what changes are made. This wasn't to be this year.